We're live. It is Sunday, March 17th, 2024, St. Patty's Day, brisket. Now, I'm going to show this process of how I make my corned beef brisket in a slow cooker crock pot, okay? Now, I typically do my corned beef one of three ways. By the way, if this is your first time on the channel, welcome to HospitalityRockstars.com. My name is Chef Frank. I've been in the industry for a long time, and I love people. I love meeting new people. I love traveling the world with my beautiful bride. We go all over the place, but we also have our beautiful home here in Maryland. That's all I'm going to say. I have my very real kitchen. I say very real because you'll see that it's real. No green screens here, no magic, no olive oil on the wall, fake flowers, fake plants. It's a real kitchen. But I'm glad you're with us. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel, share our content. We love you watching our videos. We're doing more lives because you asked for it. We're doing more recipes because you also have asked for those. Now, when I make a corned beef, first off, I buy it and it's not frozen. It's thawed out. And by the way, corned beef can sit inside a refrigerator for a long time before you have to freeze it because it is pickled, it is sealed, it's juicy, it holds for a long time in your fridge at a very good temperature. That's typically 40 degrees and below Fahrenheit, and it holds. So you don't have to freeze. If you buy this today, you don't have to freeze it for like maybe 2-3 weeks. Did you know that? Don't freeze it. It's going to keep it juicy and tender. Now, truth is, sometimes sometimes grocery stores, they come in frozen. They thaw them out for you, and you buy it kind of like this. So there that baby is. Okay. Now, when I cook mine, I do 3 processes normally. I either do it on the stove top in my Dutch oven, low and slow. I put some water in there about that level, and I just let it go low and slow. I season it lightly, and I do my thing to it. That's one way I cook it. Another way I cook my corned beef brisket is in the oven. Again, a nice little shallow pan, maybe my Le Creuset, and I have a shallow pan, and it sits inside there. I put my seasoning on there, maybe some carrots around there, and I just let it sit in the oven for a couple of hours at a nice decent temperature, maybe 340 degrees for a couple of hours, and I lower it down like I add a glaze to it. Today, because it's kind of early, this is live. I don't know where you're watching from. I'm in Maryland, so right now the time is 1:24. I'm going to use my crock pot, aka a slow cooker. First things first, I have the crock pot. Come on, take a look. My crock pot is over here on the counter. It's already getting nice and hot. No need to not have that baby plugged in. Come back over here. So I have the vessel. I have the crock for the pot. And I'm going to go ahead and open up my corned beef. So give me a second. This is real time. We don't stage anything. I'm going to get my little small knife here. I'm going to come over to the sink. Come on over. Pardon the movement. Pardon the movement. In my sink, pop that baby open, just like that, and get that brisket out. It comes a little seasoning packet, so minuscule, but it is what it is. It already, you don't have to rinse it, by the way. You don't have to. There she is. Get it just right. Watch the move. Right back to the pot. Come over here to my prep table. Here we go. Let's look down. Let's talk shop. This is real time. My camera's up. Now, listen up. Cook it with the fat layer on top. Several reasons why you do that. As it's cooking, the flavor that's locked inside all that, like that fat, and it's not a lot of fat, it's layered on top, kind of like makes its way into the meat. Okay, so there she is. That's just a corned beef brisket right there in the crock pot. A nice, black, thick, beautiful crock pot. What I want to do now, remember, I barely seasoned it. I'm going to do a couple things. First things first, let me go ahead and get this process out the way. Let me go ahead and add a couple of bay leaves to this. Come on down. Let's go this level. How's that? Is that okay? I back it up right there. Put some bay leaves in there, maybe 4. All right. And I'm doing this quickly. I want to get this thing cooking. We love using crock pots on Sundays. It makes the house smell delicious. I want to also find, I want to make sure you guys can see me good. You can see me. I'm in my seasoning cabinet. Every home in America has a seasoning cabinet, even apartments. And I'm looking for my my pepper. So let me know wherever you're watching. If you're watching live, let me know where you're watching from. I'm glad you're here. I'm looking for my peppercorns is what I'm looking for. And if I don't use them, we'll just use some. Okay, here. I got my peppercorns. My nice organic peppercorns over here, okay? I'm going to put some of those inside there. Okay, I just did that. Not to sneeze. I did that so they're very good. Can you hear that microphone? I'll sprinkle some peppercorns. Can you see this? You know what? If you're afraid that you're going to put too many, put them in your hand first and let your peppercorns just work its way on top of the meat, onto the side, because the flavors are going to slowly release in the process of cooking, okay? That's my peppercorns. I also want to be true to what they want us to do. I'm going to go ahead just for, comfort level. I'm going to use their seasoning packet that comes with it. So a couple things. Meat's in, no liquid yet. I have the bay leaf, some peppercorns, and I have the seasoning packet. You don't have to never over-season your food. You hear me say that a million times. People typically over-season their food like crazy in our culture. You don't have to. Let the meat speak for itself. And then I also have my salt and pepper cup. Talk about this all the time. Save your time and save yourself a process when you're cooking. Have your salt and pepper together and just lightly, people please, very lightly dust that meat. When I'm cutting into this meat, when it's done, I want it to be so delicious. Just a little bit of salt and pepper, and guess what? I'm done. I don't have to add anything else to this. It is done. Boop! Done. Whee! And that's it. So let me go ahead and put this away. Hey guys, subscribe to the channel. We love you. I'm Chef Frank. We have a lot of fun here. I keep it real. Happy St. Patty's Day. Happy spring. Happy whatever. Spring solstice. Now, a couple things. I'm going to add some liquid to it, and I'm not going to cover the meat. Some people add a little chicken stock. I'm cool with that. I'm just going to add some water. Come over here to my sink. It's a real kitchen. You see my stuff on the counter. No secrets here. We share everything. We keep it real. I want to show you how much water I'm adding. I'm going to add it to where it covers about 1/3 to 1/2 of the meat. Like the video, like us, share our content. Look at that. You see the liquid? It's covering about 1/3 of the meat. Maybe half, just like that. See it? And that's it. Now, I'm going to put the lid on it. I have my hot crock pot over here. It's set on high. It is now 1:30 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on my crock. How I'm serving this, of course, I'm going to do some corned beef later on. Vegetable-wise, I'm going to do some cabbage later on. Corned beef and cabbage. I might add some carrots, but that's the meal. 1:30 p.m. By about 4:30, it's going to be looking delicious. I'm going to take it with my big old meat fork and turn it around. I'm not going to flip it over ever. I'm just going to turn it inside the crock pot and let it finish as I go from high to medium heat. By 5 o'clock, the baby's done. By 6 o'clock, Rhonda and I are eating some dinner, and I'm going to put a picture of this and maybe even a quick little short video of me taking that first bite of the corned beef. So anyways, I'm glad you stopped by. I know you're busy. I respect your time. We love you guys so much at hospitalityrockstars.com. You can find us also on Instagram. We do a lot of stuff out there, hospitalityrockstars.com. We tell a lot of cool people stories on our Facebook, hospitalityrockstars.com. We're out there. So we want you to stay with us. Subscribe, We love you, and I'll see you in community later on. And that first bite may either be here or on our Instagram. Follow us, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.